What's up, my babies? It's Tatiana Michelle back with a new video. As y'all can tell by the title, today I'm going to talk about how I moved into my first apartment, how to save up, budgeting, all that stuff. So if you're new here, subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and turn on that post notification bell so you can get notified every time I post, and let's get right into it. If y'all don't know already, I am 22 years old and I just moved into my new place earlier this month. First and foremost, I want to say, like, this is not an easy process. This is not something you just want to jump into. Of course, everybody wants to move into their first place, but there's a lot of things that go into it. I started planning literally January 2022, so it literally took me a year. What I first did was I made sure I had a job that I can obviously afford to make sure I can pay rent and other bills and take care of myself. Make sure you're working somewhere that's paying you good. Like, if you're just thinking about moving out, just look up some apartments and just see how much average rent is. Like, if you want a 1-bedroom apartment, see how much rent ranges. Just try to get an idea on how much rent is so you can see if you're getting paid enough and if you can afford it. One thing you want to know is how much you're making a month, right? With that being said, you have to budget. I calculated how much I made a month. So I'm not going to give you guys accurate numbers because I don't need nobody pocket watching me. For example, for me, let's say I make $2,000 a month. I wrote down all my bills, everything I was spending within that month. You write down your car notes if you have any, your monthly phone bill, your subscriptions like Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, whatever you guys pay for, how much you spend on gas monthly. So an average, okay? That matters because that's money you're spending every single month. So you have to make sure you write that down. Your credit card bills if you have any, car insurance. Y'all get the gist. Any monthly payments you already spent. At the top, you got your $2,000 a month. Then under that, you have all your bills, everything you paid each month. Then under that, whatever money you have left, your little necessities that you do, like if you get your nails done, your hair done. I know hair is not every month, but like nails, if you constantly getting your nails done every 2 weeks, or lashes, if you're going out to eat with your friends, you know, stuff like that. Another thing I wanted to touch base on was you're gonna have to make sacrifices, okay? So if you are going out and getting your nails done and going out with your friends, if you want to save money and get the bag, you're gonna have to slow down and not do those things anymore. Every single thing you pay every single month that you have a repetitive schedule or you do every single month, write those things down. Whatever money you have left over, you can use that and save it. You already make sure you put your bills to the side, your little needs to the side, your wants to the side, whatever money you have left. If you can save it without struggling to pay for anything else you need to pay for, put that to the side. So if you're making $2,000 a month and then all your bills rack up to like $650 a month, so you make sure you subtract $650, right? That leaves you with $1,350. You can also use the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule, your paycheck. So every paycheck, 50% of it goes to your bills. Then you have 30% that goes to your needs. Then 20% goes to your savings. But you don't have to do like that. You can change the 30-20. 30% can be your savings and 20% can be your little wants. When I was looking for apartments, I didn't go on apartments.com, Zillow, whatever freaking apps or websites they have when you look up properties and stuff like that. That's not how I did it. What I did was I simply just opened Google Maps one day and I just searched up apartments, okay? All these apartments popped up and I was basically looking at areas that I wanted to live in. You can add lists, so you can make lists on your Google Maps. So I made an apartment list and I was adding any apartment I saw. I didn't care what condition it was, whatever. I would just adding. Even sometimes I would drive around, get in my car and just simply drive around and look for apartments in the areas I want to live in. Any apartment I saw in the area that I want to live in, I said yes. Opened up my Google Maps, saved the location, and that was that. I had like about 100 apartments on my list. Obviously, I can't tour 100 places. That's doing too much. I started dumbing down the list. First, I want to look at reviews. F the rent for now. Like, you're not even worried about rent. You want to look at the reviews first. For me personally, I did not choose any apartment that was below 3 stars. Your apartment 2-star rating, I'm not looking at it. I'm not touring it. It's getting deleted off my list. One thing I want to say is when you're reading reviews, don't go off everything you see. There's people that literally write reviews because they don't want people to live in the apartment complex because it's too good. They don't want no extra people here. There's people that write bad reviews because they just had a bad experience. They were just mad because they decided to F the walls up and the leasing office didn't give them the deposit back. There's going to be bad reviews where people just get mad and just write them because they had a bad experience. When you're looking at reviews and you're reading it to see if this place is for you, you have to make sure you're looking at reviews that talk about the leasing managers, the leasing office, the people that live there, like the community, the area. Any repetitive reviews too you want to pay attention to. For example, when I was looking for apartments, I seen a lot of repetitive reviews talk about rats. I was like, yeah, nah. If one person said, I'm like, but if I'm seeing multiple people bringing up that there's like a rat problem, what am I looking at this place for? You feel me? Noise complaint. There's some apartments that are bad built and the walls are like really, really thin. If multiple people are bringing this situation up, you're dead, like you're off my list. Please, please, please. And this is like #1 etiquette. I don't mean to call people dumb, but it's like, come on, use your brain. Make sure you see the apartment in person. There's so many people that just apply and just go ahead and be like, okay, rent is good, this place looks nice, look at the pictures, it's good, it's good, it's good, let me go ahead and just apply, da da da. You applied, you signed your life away, you signed the lease, and you didn't even see the place yet. Then you come pull up, get your keys, and the place is looking dingy and crazy and so disgusting. Before you do anything, before you fill out any type of paperwork, before you pay any type of money, you have to make sure you pull up to the crib and see if it looks good, okay? Because they be catfishing with the pictures. First of all, these application fees and deposits, they're non-refundable. Like, you cannot get that back. Please do not put all your eggs in one basket. So for me, I want to give you a little story time real quick. I dumbed down my list to like 4 places, I think. The place I'm living in right now, it was my #1 pick. Before I even toured the place, I was doing DoorDash and I did the order here. I'm like, yes, one day I'm moving here. I manifested this place. So when I toured the place, I was like, yeah, that's done deal. I'm loving the inside of the unit. I'm moving here. The lady that was giving me a tour, the leasing agent, she was like, no, like, I know this is your favorite place, you like the place, but don't put your eggs all in one basket. Keep touring places, keep looking at that. And I thank God for her, because I mean, I still chose this place, but it's the fact that she didn't try to pressure me to just, yeah, come look with us, come apply, you know, da da da. Like, she encouraged me to keep looking. I went elsewhere to find another place. I fell in love with it. I went with them. A couple days after I got approved, I started feeling doubtful. And it's like, one thing I learned, God would never give you the feeling of doubt. I love the place. I know I was feeling it, but the fact that I'm feeling like this, something's not right. I didn't go through the place because I found out they was raising rent 3 times. They just kept raising it, and I didn't even move in yet. I didn't sign no lease. I emailed the leasing agent. I'm like, hey, like, I know I already applied and got approved, but am I still going to get the market rent that I applied to when, you know, when I applied? She was just giving me some stupid explanation. I was like, yeah, no. Came here, applied here, and one thing I read when I was filling out this application, this place told me, when you apply, the day you apply, that market rent is yours. It's locked in. It's not going to go up. When you live here, they're not going to raise rent on you in the middle of your lease. I'm like, those were the words I was looking for, okay? You live and you learn, you make mistakes, but that was my first time. So the fact that this apartment is saying these things, but that apartment when I first applied wasn't mentioning nothing about no locked rent, anything like that. I'm just like, wow, like, different apartments really have different rules. When it comes to credit and stuff, it really depends on which apartment you're applying to. Like I said, all apartments have different rules and stuff. I don't know how other apartments do it, but all I know is my apartment, they had scales on what they was looking for credit scores. Anything below 549 was automatic denial. If anything was higher than that, they might just give you a certain deposit amount. For me, it was $250. Then I had to pay my, I think it was like $50 application fee. Then when I got approved, I had to pay $150 for a wait list fee. So when you're touring the place, you want to really make sure you're paying attention to energy, okay? Energy is a really big thing. When I was touring this place, energy was high. She really enjoyed showing me the place. She wasn't trying to rush me. You have to make sure you're asking so many questions. We're young, you feel me? When you're young, even if you're older, like especially if it's your first time renting or like your first time moving out of your parents' home, they really try to take advantage of you. So you have to make sure you're being confident in yourself and make sure you're asking a lot of questions. And if they're not trying to answer your questions, red flag. If their energy is down, they just acting like they don't want to do their job, red flag. You know what I'm saying? You have to really make sure you're paying attention to red flags. It's like, it's a huge thing. When you move to your apartment, make sure you're taking pictures of everything. Like if you see any small dingy stuff, little cracks, dirt, whatever, make sure you take a picture of everything, because once it's time for you to move out, they might keep your deposit, okay? You're supposed to get your deposit back after you move out. So make sure you take pictures of everything so they don't try to like put it on you, like, oh yeah, you did this, but it was here before you even moved in, okay? How I save money, how I got all this stuff in my place within just a month. Obviously, I had time the whole entire year. Y'all, Black Friday and Cyber Monday saves me, okay? I got 2 TVs, I got a coffee table, I got a TV stand, I got a bed frame, I got this mirror. This mirror was $80 from Walmart, okay? I got the deals, okay? So make sure you're looking at sales. Maybe before I even moved in, every time I got paid, I made sure I put my money to my savings, make sure my bills are paid. made sure I didn't have nothing else to pay for. That extra money I had to decide, I was using that to buy utensils, cleaning supplies, napkins. That saved me so much money, okay? You can start buying small things at a time. Go to Dollar Tree, okay? Dollar Tree helped me save money. I got cups and plates from there. Like literally buy you a bin, and as time goes by, little money you have and you just don't know what to spend it on, you can either save it or go to the store and buy you some towels, buy you some cleaning supplies, buy you some spoons, some knives, some forks. Please do not live above your means. When it comes to like the ideal place, luxury apartment, high ceilings, finished countertops, whatever the saying is, balconies, patios, pool, elevator, all that stuff. If you cannot afford it, please do not try to apply for it and sign your life away. Now you can't afford your rent. If you're making $2,000 a month, don't go ahead and freaking find an apartment with rent that's $2,000. Okay, that's literally all the money you make a month. How you gonna take care of yourself? How you gonna buy groceries? How you gonna pay your car payments? How you gonna buy your oil change? How you gonna buy gas? How you gonna freaking pay your utility? I just wanna give a little advice. If you are still living with your parents or anything like that, or if you have roommates and you wanna live on your own, you see a lot of people moving out at the age of 17, 18, 19 years old. I just wanna tell you not to be discouraged, not to feel like you're behind in life, or you know, you wish you was them. God has a plan for everybody. Everybody's timeline is different. I don't want you to feel like you have to grow up too fast or just move at a faster pace. I was seeing a lot of people moving at a young age. I always wish I was them, and look where I'm at now. If you want it, go get it. Just don't beat yourself up because the time is just not yours yet. You'll know when it's time. When I had posted that I moved out, there was some people was like, oh, I wish I was you. I just moved back in my parents' house. Living with your parents is a blessing. I'm not living with my parents because I wanted to move out, or they wanted me to move out, you know? Sometimes you just have to move out. Like, you have to experience life for yourself. You're adulting, get a taste of the real world. It's a blessing to stay at home and live rent-free. If it wasn't for God and disciplining myself to not touch my money and to save my money and go to work all the time, stack up my bread, this would not be possible. Just pray, y'all. Pray. Without God, nothing's possible. I hope I touched base on everything. If I forgot anything, if you still have questions on certain things, if I missed anything, please let me know down in the comments below. I'm willing to make a part 2 or even answer your questions, y'all. I wish y'all luck if you guys are planning on doing it. Look, I took one for the team and so far it's been good. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell, and I'll see you guys in my next video.